Right now, trillions of insects are currently pushing upward through the soil across the Midwestern and Southeastern United States. Thomas Jefferson was the president the last time these two specific populations of insects surfaced at the exact same time. That was the year 1803. These periodical cicadas are identified by jet black bodies, orange wing veins, and bright red eyes, a stark visual departure from the green-colored cicadas that arrive annually. Two distinct populations are surfacing, Brood XIX and Brood XIII. A brood is a group of periodical cicadas that emerge in a given year. Brood XIX is a 13-year group covering 14 states, while Brood XIII is a 17-year group emerging in a densely packed concentration across northern Illinois. This massive arrival is the result of two strictly timed biological clocks ringing simultaneously, calling the insects to the surface after decades in absolute darkness. The countdown ends based on a precise thermal threshold. Once the soil 8 inches beneath the surface reaches exactly 64 degrees Fahrenheit, the nymphs begin their ascent. As they dig toward the light, they leave the forest floor covered in half-inch exit holes. They immediately climb the nearest vertical surface to shed their exoskeletons. For a few hours, they remain soft and white until their new adult armor hardens and darkens. Surfacing in these extreme numbers is a survival strategy called predator satiation. Predator satiation is an evolutionary adaptation where prey emerge in such high densities that local predators cannot possibly consume the entire population. By flooding the forest with millions of insects per acre, the cicadas provide more food than birds, raccoons, and foxes can handle, ensuring millions of others survive to reproduce. Their life cycles operate on large prime numbers, 13 and 17 years. Shorter, even-number life cycles would allow predator species to synchronize their own population booms to feast on the cicadas. These long prime cycles make such synchronization impossible. Because 13 and 17 are primes, their emergence cycles only intersect when you multiply the two numbers together. A dual emergence happens exactly once every 221 years. This map shows the geographic distribution of the emergence. Brood XIII occupies the red northern counties of Illinois, while Brood XIX fills the purple southern counties. Central Illinois is the only region where these two populations physically meet. In these boundary zones, scientists observe reproductive character displacement. Reproductive character displacement is a behavioral shift where the 13-year cicadas change the pitch of their mating song to a higher frequency, helping females identify the correct species. This 221-year overlap creates a biological intersection where the insects must adapt their acoustic behavior to ensure their distinct lineages do not cross. Adult periodical cicadas live for roughly a month. During those 4 weeks, their existence is dedicated to producing a deafening chorus, mating, laying eggs, and dying en masse. Their brief visit leaves physical markers on the forest, known as flagging. Flagging is the wilting and browning of tree branches, caused when female cicadas slice into the bark to deposit their eggs. The arrival of millions of insects shifts the local food web. Birds that typically forage for cherries and grapes prioritize cicada meat instead, which allows the season's fruit to ripen untouched. 6 to 10 weeks later, the eggs hatch. The new nymphs drop from the branches, hit the dirt, and immediately burrow back underground to begin their long wait. As those nymphs dig down, the decaying bodies of trillions of adults blanket the surface above. This mass die-off acts as a nutrient injection, fertilizing the forest floor and sustaining the trees that will feed the next generation. The two populations will now reset their separate timers. Brood XIX will return in 2037, and Brood XIII will follow in 2041, but they will emerge in different years, completely isolated from one another. This specific dual emergence will not happen again until the year 2245. Next time you walk through the woods, consider the soil beneath your feet. The biological countdown for the next emergence has already begun, inches below the surface. Human history is brief when compared to the mathematically precise biological cycles operating unseen right beneath us.